Big elimination game.
This is it.
Everything on this.
Here on the defending side.
Smoke lands here.
GENG
Wall
ready
to
to
block
attack
off vision.
the
Astra's
site.
gonna have a rough time. Is this what they're gonna do? Are they just gonna?
Looks like they are
They...
gonna have
Oh, the
Morgan
Astra
this
body
time
blocked
ready.
it.
Oh my gosh.
Straight up head.
Morgan, we just saw him purposely headbutt that
That's
poison
incredible.
cloud.
Yeah.
I mean, he was absolutely prepared for this. Now
That's
he is
incredible.
stuck on the
There's no
wrong
way.
side, so he's going to be absolutely marooned here with the paint shells.
Oh
and the
man,
wall
he should have been rewarded with 5 kills.
Unfortunately, he can't hold on to that site.
Spike plant just
Yes,
yet.
Ronaldo.
Meteor and Sylvan get 2.
Yeah, Team
100%
Secret,
intentional.
I mean, they tried to rush in.
100%
I think they
intentional,
were
yeah.
already in heaven trying to provide support for Borkum as he goes
He actually
down.
did the
Then they choose, okay, let's try to flood in because we're already here.
did the head.
You know, knowing that the rest of GENG, everyone had to be behind that toxic screen, so Team Secret, I think, trying to launch a surprise attack. Unfortunately, it's a 2v5, and you're not able to pick up a single
So
kill,
if someone
actually,
clips it, I'll
inside
replay
of
it if you want to replay it. But I think they'll do it here.
Oh, good luck, Jesse and Dubstep. I don't know what they're gonna be able to get done here now.
King's gonna think he's missed his lineup. Yeah, he's gonna be like, what the hell went on here?
Dubstep gonna drop down. King gets him. And now that's gonna be it. Easy
Damn,
round.
okay, well, they don't get
Easy life
rewarded
for
with it.
GENG,
Nicely done from
William.
GENG. I
Flawless
wonder how
victory.
much they're gonna try and
Yeah, it's
wreck
looking a
this
lot
Astra.
better. But again, they've been winning a lot of these pistols.
Maybe
right?
we get a
That is
replay of
their
it.
5th pistol win
It was
for the
sick.
night.
Yeah. Clearly better the pistol round game here than Team Secret.
For today, absolutely. You know, see if they can again
No, we
continue
don't.
to snowball off of that. I mean, that's why we talk about the importance of pistols, is because on paper, it gives you an advantage, right? You should win the next round. That means you're starting with 2 rounds on the board in the half. See if they can make
Cobbs,
that
what's
happen.
up?
It's going to be 4 Spectres and a Bulldog.
Yeah, give us a little clip. We
The
might even see
Bulldog
it
on
again. We'll
Meteor,
see.
So
Give us a little
I
clip.
gotta
It's an eco,
imagine
so
after this default, waiting for, you know, potential
we can replay it instead of
push-outs,
that.
they should group and just all pile in once again. Otherwise, you run the risk of giving over that Bulldog to Team Secret.
Yeah. Envy here with the shorty in hand. Ready for any overextension. Pretty big stack up here in the mid, but I don't think we're going to have any action in mid for the time being unless Team Secret decides to come out, which really wouldn't make any sense right now.
Yeah, so GENG looks like they're just saying, "Alright, we got tanks in mid." Just
Sorry,
wait.
let's give an
If you
update
don't
on
push out, then
pistols.
that's fine,
It's
right?
4-1.
Just continue to see if we
Jesus.
hear anything,
It's
'cause
4-1.
at the
Is
end
the
of
loser
the
going
game,
home?
they're
Yeah.
going to go in as 5. I don't think they want to risk even.
Well,
like
they
a
kind of all
2v
live there now,
split,
but yeah.
right? The opponents
They
aren't
are
gonna
going
have
home.
too many resources to block up a choke point
We'll
anyway.
we'll say that.
So just group up, don't risk giving over weapons, and then we'll go in. So they're
My
running
cam
the clock down.
blocks the
That's
picture in
fine
picture, but
until
we're on the
40-second mark.
POV,
Now
right?
They do have to start to make their move just a bit. Now TS is working as bait. Okay, so they're willing to give away 1 potential Spectre. He's already spotted 2 members. I mean, that's at least 2 members over on A. The call comes in to just walk into B site. Still checking every corner for shotguns.
So the smoke's meant to go here, where you
right
see it
now,
on the
this
floor.
should be a pretty easy setup on the B. It's just
And
gonna
it's
be
basi-
Jesse
so
ready to try
basically,
to take some shots.
let me explain
Oh,
this.
but hiding in this smoke. They're trying to just buy time. Eventually,
Yeah, I can
the
explain this
spam
now.
will
It's fine.
take
So
Jesse Bash out.
what happens is,
Spike
I
should
don't want
be
to brag or
able to go
anything.
down.
This is what
Envy wanted
I
to go
I'm
in
pretty
with
confident
the
I invented
shorty,
this.
but the stage wall comes
I was
up.
at least the first person that I think used this. Basically, when Astra's over towards B, and a lot of the time you have to jump spot to see vision here. So what you do is you block this, and it blocks all of B. And what happens is, because the wall's here, it just means that you have to play like this side of it. And then people started throwing in this smoke here, which blocked vision, because people started playing back of sight. So then you block all of this vision, and then you kind of have to play here. But then you're an Astra, so you don't have any way to get out of this. So it's like this wall is what I used against Astra, so that they would have to like jump peek over towards here, and they couldn't play back of sight. It's kind of strong. And then once the wall goes up, you can. What I used to have on top of this, I used to have a boombot that checked all of this, so it would check here and it would check back of sight. So you could put this wall up, you could boombot, and then you would just know that the whole of back of sight was clear, and then it would try and it would basically create the question mark that they're back here. Okay, chat, everyone turn away. 3, 2, 1, flashbang coming in. Oh my god, that was so lineup comes in, and then hopefully we switch to him. Okay, try and look by my head. Everyone look at my head. Can you see just there? We're following it, and it hits his head.
Things like that really start to come back and haunt you.
Kinda. One more chance.
This time around, they're going to probe up into the A site. Jesse with a
Chat,
blind
sorry.
shot
Let's
takes
go. That's my
Goddamn
bad.
out.
Bad observer, everyone blame me.
Set up for Jeremy. Jeremy now trying to get the cross. He is going to get tagged. They don't have exact location from him. But the dog being used as well, continuing to force GENG
Kind of sick though.
to give up.
It's cool that they put that
Ace.
anti into
They
it.
already have
Just
B main
didn't.
control on the side of Team Secret. They're watching Heaven as well. So if that happens,
No, it's straight up
they'll be
anti
able
in
to
terms
go
of
for a
that's how they
retake.
like
Even
to
heard
play
the
this.
drop. Envy. Here's a drop on Vents.
Yeah, maybe a bit cavalier here. They're going to try to push
I still have to
through.
move my camp, but my camp's blocking the same
Pull back,
amount to my old
dropping
camps
down
there.
into the site itself.
Yeah,
but we could always have GENG wrap around.
Looking like Prius.
Yeah, but the
Oh,
snake bite was
yeah.
pushed there as well.
100%
Now, this is gonna
intentional,
force him
yeah.
to eventually go to B main, and that's the thing. This is all set up for Dubstep. to
Okay,
find
so we're
success.
going to
Now,
this one. GENG
he
takes
is
the
gonna have
fast
to
death, and
activate
we
his
are
skill
going
at the
over
most
towards the
perfect
B
time
site
as he
again.
gets
Again, I
moved
think a
here.
lot of theirs is
This
going to be
is
trying to
something
abuse the
that
Astra
was
over towards B.
But here they come. They
Secret
don't
realize
have
this,
much
and they
time
decide
elsewhere.
to
He gets
put the
one.
jet here.
Not good for the
That's
second.
perfect, and they might have to do this a lot, to be honest.
That other line of defense picks
Might
up
have to
another.
start playing the jet over towards B,
Numbers
because then the jet
starting
can
to
get out
drop,
for
and,
free. But this
you
time
know,
we
as long as
did
they can
change
just
the
get a
wall over
decent
towards A.
kill and retreat
There's a
back
lot
to
of
the next line
Mines
of
games
defense,
going
it
on
should
at the
be
moment.
doable.
Yeah, Isaac, thanks for
Sylvan here.
clicking that.
Again, GENG's shots are good, but overall Team Secret does clutch that.
Oh, Isaac
Yeah,
has
I mean,
the
Team
thing.
Secret just
Okay,
had that entire round mapped out in their head. As soon
that's
as
actually sick,
Jesse gets
Isaac.
that
We'll
first
do
skill,
that.
right? He gets
And then
the
I can
first
move
skill
my
on
cam,
A-main,
right?
slows it down, continues to send out
Okay,
aggressive guiding lights and Trailblazers.
Let me copy
Because
this and
that
we'll do
way
it
they just
after.
simply cannot enter the site. And in fact, Jeremy getting tagged by that guiding light even worked out in their favor. Because now GENG had no info about how many more members were on A. They had to rotate. Dubstep already had main. Envy heard the drop in Vents. I mean, this all works out in Team
that's a
Secret's
good
head
idea.
to, okay, they're going to come Heaven and then rotate to B main. They're able to hold.
Okay,
that
smoke goes in
defensive
again,
round.
but this is Team Secret's way of dealing with it. Team Secret's way of dealing
This
with
time
is
around, here's a little bit of pressure built in mid.
early
Dubstep
pressure
peeks
over
against
towards
King.
B
Envy
main. They
gets
get a
here.
kill here, and they get a kill
Big
spamming
plays here
towards
from
middle.
Team
They
Secret right
tried
out
to
of the gate.
disrespect the smoke.
It's going to be
The
easy
middle
from here
and
on
got
out.
completely shut down.
A
Yeah.
3-2 stack here. As we're gonna
So yeah, I
see
like
the
how
save.
fast Team Secret are
Yeah,
at adapting to this. Huge shout out to Jesse.
Yeah, just trying to not make any
Definitely
noise,
shout out
see
to
if they can
Borkham as well. He's
regain
probably been
control of
calling
this
what's
area.
been
Now,
going
the
on.
thing is, I mean, Team Secret, they're ready for this. Dubstep got such a deep kill out in B main. And that trade, it doesn't matter. I mean, you're still a
Hey, you get the
4v2
same as the
advantage.
viewer.
Now, Team Secret,
Kai,
they do
it's
have
a
to start
nightmare.
considering maybe
It's an
grouping together.
absolute
That's what they're
nightmare
doing
to
on the
just
C
scroll
side.
through VODs
Don't
and
wanna
try and
get
work
caught
out
into
everything.
unnecessary
Just
1v1s.
all attention is here
Jeremy distracted by
on
Rams.
the minimap.
Wants to get the skill. He will get that one.
Yeah, big plays here. Just God Dead left over. Can he make something work here?
Well, Jesse just needs to stay alive. He's
Yeah,
even
that's
going to
it.
get the kill.
Beautifully
Okay, nicely done from them.
2-2.
And I like how they're approaching B main. This wall meant to make Astra's life an
gotta say,
absolute nightmare, and what
The
they're
ending
doing
was
is they're
interesting,
holding
but really
B main
was
with
all
the
about
jet.
start. They poke out, they drop
And
two
I
up,
reckon we're
then
going to
it's
see
just
it
a
every
very
time the
easy
wall
game.
comes in.
Use the
The
clock,
jet
let
just
them
moves
try
over
to
towards
slowly
B.
push through.
Damn.
You're getting those kills.
There's
It's
a nice
exactly what
molly
you saw
though.
back there.
Again, they kind of got punished for trying to
again, I mean,
disrespect
you push out
the
that
Viper
far and
smoke
get
in
the
middle
kill,
here.
you know, in that entry point into Ramen Shop. I mean, Team Secret can willingly give up B main for the time being, knowing that no one's going to be rushing them from that part of the map. I mean,
No
map
wall
of
up,
Valorant,
but Jet's
it's
here.
all
Now Jet's
about,
free as we
you
get
know,
the wall
working
over
with the
towards A.
information you
Flash
have
goes
and
in, doesn't get any info.
tightening
They
the
go
map into
fast towards
smaller
Heaven. In terms
areas
of their
to
buy,
eventually
is
choose to
eco,
strike
is a
or
low buy.
defend.
All right, Dubstep. He's going to be ready here. He's going to have to relocate as the dog scouts him.
Yeah, this is a lot of utility used, though, on the side of Team Secret. Now, of
Yeah,
course,
they're
they
really
have a
trying to
better
pressure B
firepower,
a
so I
lot.
think
Even
that's
when they
partly
don't
why
have the
they're okay
wall,
with that. If
they're
we
trying
just
to
match
get
utility
picks on the
use,
Astra.
or even,
But again,
you
with
know,
this one, you might
2-for-1,
as well. Maybe a little bit
still
too
gonna
risky doing it with the
eventually
Astra,
put
but it
on
is an
top.
eco,
Jesse
so you're
Bash
trying to
gets
look for
taken
stuff
down by
like that,
King.
trying to look for an opening.
Yeah, suddenly A is looking very
And you can
tempting.
take some
They still have
risks.
Envy on site. Better guns
Ooh.
in hand, but
Timing.
King gets him too.
No way.
Envy trying to check too many corners as he tried to reposition, but Jeremy's backup arrives just in time. He
Jeremy
will pick
did
off
great.
one kill.
They kind of
Now,
wanted
no
to get the
weapons recovered on
guns.
the side of GENG, so there's still a decent chance here for
There's a
Team
lot of
Secret.
damage
Now,
on here.
The spike plant goes down. If they can hold on to this until TS comes in from Heaven, if they can just stay alive on site. Team Secret
3
doing what they
bullets.
can,
Three
Jeremy.
bullets in the chamber. Borkham takes out one.
Borkham dropped. Borkham knows. Borkham knows. He gets the
Oh,
kill.
my.
Oh my God! Now I'll tell you what,
Dude.
that looked like that was a
King
round
must be
there
wondering what,
that, it was gonna
what
be,
more does
you
he
know,
need to do.
very doable to start there for Team Secret.
It's a nice
GENG
recovery
taking
from
control of
Secret.
that. And there were some
But yeah,
tense
King
moments
must literally
back
just
there.
be like,
Jeremy,
damn,
3
dudes.
bullets in the chamber, just the classic.
5v3.
I don't have anything that's really easy to use right now.
Yeah, he couldn't make up his
They'll
mind.
take the
but thankfully
damage.
Borkham's there in time with the
Yeah.
backup, and Borkham have, I mean, even here, I think he heard the final couple footsteps coming up from TS because TS had to run in to provide backup. But either way, Yeah, Borkum, yeah, they're already calling it out as well. So just good awareness of their surroundings. Good hold despite.
Oh,
early
you want to
couple
know where the
kills
VODs
from
are at?
King. And now the operator
I'll
is
tell you
out.
where the
I
VODs
mean,
are at.
this is as easy as
Right
it
there.
gets. If you push out, just hold this angle on B main.
Right there.
And then, you know, the map just gets cut into about 2/3.
Okay, they go
See if we can
behind
get
their
this
own
operator
wall.
pick over
They're
here.
even gonna push out using the opponent's toxic screen against it,
Ahem,
and it
okay.
works perfectly.
That was
That's
so
sick.
smart. You can see that King completely caught
Dude,
off guard. They're gonna get the
I just
orb
thought of
now.
something that's sick as
Meanwhile,
well.
Dubstep
Oh
ready
my
with
goodness.
a peek here. Borkum gets
That
him
was
before
cool.
it
Nice
does.
round.
Dubstep can
Mate,
even
Secret in the buy
back
rounds
in.
are really coming alive.
A sewer lurk here and a creep up into A.
I
Bit of a
mean,
Hail Mary
Chat, do you know what I
play
thought they
here
were
from
going to do
Gen
here?
G as, you know,
I'll
things have
give
already
it to you
kinda
lot. I'm not going to
fallen
be
apart.
coaching for a
yeah,
bit.
no matter where they go.
See this?
I mean, sure, you might.
So
you might
they
get
use
the
their
play
wall
down
against them
Team
and they push
Secret,
here.
they'll
See
take it
their
from
wall?
A.
I
They
thought what
might
they were
be
going to
okay
do
with giving over the
is
plan,
have
but
one
the
person
ground
here,
pretty much secured in Team
and then they were
Secret's
going to
hand.
have
You
their
already have
own
operator
wall, and there's like a
control
little
of B
cubby
main.
in this
You're
bit as
watching
well,
B
and they were
heaven
going to bait the other
from two different
person
areas.
and
Now,
just
you did
hide
give up
behind the
this
wall.
resurrection.
I thought it was
So,
like
you know, the numbers
multi-layers
even out
deep.
just a bit
I
again.
thought that's what we
But
were
the
going for.
angle
I
is
thought it was
held by
incredible.
Jeremy.
Either
Good
way, it
for
was very,
two
very
extra
nice.
kills.
Yeah, great play by Jeremy.
Mate, they look
Just
really
figured,
good in the buy rounds.
King left over already.
Maybe later, yeah, maybe.
Oh, and
Maybe
the
they got
barrel
something
of
to
the
play
gun
with
is
there.
sticking out
Because
of the smoke.
normally
Yeah.
this wall doesn't overlap here, but it's kind of cool that it
Righteous
does.
King probably going to just let these 20 seconds run through. By the way, you can feel how tense it
Mate,
is
these
here
buy
in the
rounds have been
studio.
convincing,
Team
really,
Secret
if you take out the
continuing to
eco
regain
round.
Control of the half here. Remember, the loser
Gen
is
G pretty
out
happy that they
losing
won
Team
pistol, but
Pacific.
they
We
need
are
to
now
try
finally in the
and...
phase of this tournament where we start to kill the
I
losing
still think
teams
they can
off.
go over towards B. Like, I
Send
still
them-
think
yeah,
their
send them
B
out.
stuff will be fine.
Murder them,
They've just
William.
been a little bit...
Just the way you emphasize
just
it.
because they had
made
B
it sound
main
a lot more
twice, right?
dramatic
That's
than
why
it had to be.
they lost
But
it. So
yeah,
I wonder if they're
it
going to
is
take a
a
pause
kind
and
of
go back
sad
to their
ending,
original
right? I mean,
game
you
plan
put
with
in
the
so
wall
much
over
work for the
towards
past
B.
2
We'll
months.
see.
Yeah.
Yeah,
And,
maybe.
I mean, you got
We'll
this
keep an
far
eye on where
into
they
the
put the
playoffs. I mean,
wall.
even for the teams that didn't make it to the playoffs,
That
it was
feels like
heartbreaking
the-
for some of them as
that
well,
feels
as they
like
were
something that
so
might happen.
close to really coming together in time. They miss out on the last couple matches. But if you're this close to securing that last ticket, DRX and PaperX already securing their spots,
Right.
you know, in the upper bracket finals to go to Masters Tokyo. But the remaining teams that are fighting today, they're fighting for a chance for that third ticket to represent BCT Pacific. Now Gen G with a timely timeout.
Yeah. I mean,
Sort out what's going wrong.
well, I think it's a much-needed one.
The TP wall,
You
yeah,
know,
it's
on
incredible.
Haven, I think that honestly,
It's so
it was
strong.
The best that, you know, we've
The
seen of
TP
Gen
wall
G
on
in
blind is
weeks and
crazy.
weeks, but there were these moments, especially you know in map 1, where it just seemed like the further along we got in any half, the better the team was.
That's
at the
incredible,
game in
Slime
general.
Bunny.
Like they were just better at using their utility. They were better at being very fluid with their strategies.
Yeah, well, I
Does
mean, I
third
think
seed
especially
also
right now
qualify
it's
for
split,
champs?
right? The couple
Yes.
rounds
So
that have been
every
strung
every
together.
team
First of all,
that goes to
Team Secret
Masters,
has been
apart
doing
from the
things
EMEA teams, are
insane.
like 100% in
It's
champs.
been, you know, fairly
The teams that go to
straightforward,
Tokyo.
standard split
And in
procedure. Now,
EMEA,
obviously,
there's
some of the
one
egos
team out of
going
the
in
4
favor
that
of Team
won't
Secret,
make
but
it.
we can't blame it on that either, because Gen G, I mean,
So,
they almost got that thrifty round,
inside
right?
Tokyo
So
itself,
it's not solely
the
on
tournament, we're gonna
however,
have like
I
a
think the
little
timing of how Gen G's
a
trying to
little
take space,
competition
and
between
part of
the
this
EMEA
maybe comes
teams.
down to them needing the Sage
Not
on
the
their
Chinese
top,
teams
where
also.
they don't
How
have
does
as much
the how is
versatility
actually that's a
on the
good question. I have
attacking
no
side
idea
to
how the
really
Chinese
take over a
team
part of the
breakdown
map.
for champs
They're
goes.
continuing to really invest a lot in mid
How do they
early
decide
on.
that?
Secret is
Whoever
not
finishes
interested in fighting
worst
this.
at Tokyo from the EMEA teams.
Got Gen G huddled up over here in mid.
Last chance qualifier is for
I
champs.
mean, look at Secret, right? They have the op and B main. So if the attacking team, goes
Okay,
into B heaven
so
like this,
Gen
they're
G do a
willing to
timeout.
just
It
let
is
the
just
site
an
go,
eco from
take
them, so I
control
don't
of
imagine we'll
main
see
as
what they
well. Now,
wanted
Borkum
to
doesn't have his exit
implement
entirely
until
planned
next
out,
round.
but the operator will still be able to hold it. Maybe Borkum just stays alive on site.
Chinese have they have a last chance qualifier for all 3 teams. Oh, that's gonna be kind of sick. Maybe we watch that.
Meteor
That sounds
could be
good.
ready to just get the drop on him, and it's very fortunate.
That
Peak
sounds
does
cool.
not end up getting him killed off.
Chat, how many teams are in the last
Yeah,
chance
Gen G
qualifier
has
for
to
that? Do you know?
suspect. They have to suspect something's wrong here. Okay, Showstopper's in. He did not get picked out. He's trying to take out main first, and he is able
12?
to take
Oh,
down
that's gonna be hype.
the operator. Meanwhile, his teammates will help secure the site by taking down Borkum as well. A great entry coming in from Gen G, and the pit is now up to try to secure this round.
Painful angle to try to come through there.
Dude, they look.
Through that
Why do they look
shorty
better in
hand,
ecos?
Jeremy taking Meteor out.
Uh-oh. His own
Oh!
Showstopper. Oh
No
my
way,
God,
that movement,
Jeremy
though.
With the acrobatics, he will be able to
Yeah.
get the trade. It's now a 2v2, but the pit is still up.
All right, Jesse drops in. Can't find a target just yet.
Oh.
It's the first. Goddead's gone. King returns the favor.
Okay, so they know.
Yeah,
that
again,
he's there.
shorties against
Still a member,
Viper
TS was on the flank.
If
So it's
you
still a
or
2v1
your
here.
opponent's team
It
has a
goes down,
Viper,
but
get
not
the
much
shorty
time.
out.
No, I don't
It's a
think
good
he can
plant
get
for
it.
TS.
You know he's not defusing. TS doesn't have to rush it. Just has to play
Okay.
time, and he's forced
Nicely
him off
handled.
the spike and the
Alright,
sight.
they win that. Both
And
the
a
eco
good
rounds so far,
thrifty
both the
win
low
coming
buys
in
have looked
from
really,
GENG.
really
Yeah, it was
close.
thrifty, but as far as utility, when it was a little bit expensive.
That's good for
too,
their econ, but
GENG
no
now
one
breaking
survives,
that
so they don't
Viper
manage to
stead.
get
And,
anything else
an
out of it.
exciting
Op
big
comes
round
in.
win here.
We'll see
Operator
where
gonna
that's going to
in
be.
hand now for
And now we kind of
Dubstep.
see what they wanted to do as well after their pause.
Yeah,
It's very
he
nice.
Had enough credits to buy another one. Showstoppers being traded in this round throughout. But hey, I mean, use those ultimates to get the round win, whether it's a thrifty or not. I mean, otherwise, you're just going to let it sit and rot in your arsenal for the rest of the half. Now, second operator comes out for Team Secret. Now they are going to reposition. They've had him on B main 2 rounds in a row. Because of Genji's
What's the
focus on
16th
mid, this
team?
time they allowed
Whoever
to plant
wins
Dubstep with the operator
Masters.
further out in mid.
Yeah.
Right?
Whoever
They're
wins
just holding
Masters,
on to
you
B
get an
site.
extra slot for champs.
Gorkum holding a position
So
where he
extra
can
slot
stay
into
alive
last
as long
chance
as
qualifier.
possible. Envy's there to support from
So,
Heaven.
for
A deeper
example,
default
DRX
look
win
here. And
Tokyo.
here's the thing, they're giving
There's
up
an
a
extra
lot of space on ramp. They
extra
say,
slot
"You
for
take
last
ramp,
chance
but we're
qualifier,
not
so
giving
2
up
teams from
Heaven."
Pacific can
Jeremy's
make it to
watching
champs.
this. If you want to rotate over through vents, because that's where Envy's waiting.
Meteor starting to push in. Can't quite get a good read on this. They're going to back out now for the time being. A is starting to look pretty
This is a
undesirable.
nice round from GENG.
Not
A
able to
lot of
find
pressure
much.
here, but when does this get cleared?
The Dubstep's here in mid.
Jesse
and this
still
is where
has
they
a
could end up getting the
flash,
first pick.
Seekers,
We're
and
seeing,
yeah, I was gonna say Seekers goes
build
in.
up over here just by
There's a big
Shooters.
question mark
Oh,
over
the
towards
read is so
Heaven.
good
All
from
Seekers
Secret. They know
go
they've left, and they know
to
the
here,
fastest
so
rotate
they
is
know.
through mid. They're using the dog first, so that does
They know
force
about
the
here, and then that
reposition,
means that
but
we
it-
speed this
he's
up
hiding
30
behind the bush.
seconds.
Cloudy
That's a
gets
huge
one.
kill. They got to try and force their
GG,
way
they don't
through
have
this
much
all.
time. Team
Oh,
Secret is
man.
holding on. Dubstep good for another.
Whoa.
Oh, they end up getting Dubstep.
He did
In the
great, but
end,
that's
TS
Spike.
and King, the only ones remaining.
Yeah, this round's
The
done.
Spike is stuck though in mid. It's
Shout
not
out to
gonna go
Jesse.
protected. I'm not sure if they had a read that the Spike was
Don't
actually
lose the
still
round
out
after
there
I
or
sing your
not.
praise.
Yeah,
Okay.
I mean, Gen
Shout out
G,
to
they didn't
Jesse
have much
here.
option, right?
Like
I mean,
the
Goddamn
timing of the
was holding on to
Seekers was
Spike.
great.
Tries to go for the trades.
It's a very, very smart
Eventually goes down.
decision to use
there's no
Seekers
way.
here and not the dog or
No
a
way,
flash
there's
as
no way
well.
they
He
could've
wanted
Spike
like
landed over there.
precise
This is gonna be
information of
another
where
Team
they were
Secret
going.
Win here. Kind of a wild round. Funny exchange there in the middle.
But a great hold from Team Secret.
Yeah.
I mean, again, the read that the fastest rotate has to be through mid. If we can just stall enough time through a couple of these kills, I mean, that's why
Do you know what I would
tries to
do?
go for the
You know
first
how
shot,
we're
but he
kind of
does
like
not
thinking
risk
that maybe
getting stuck
Sky
by
is like a little bit too strong.
Trailblazer, right? He
Honestly,
dashes out
making
right
everyone
away
see
because,
the
again,
Seekers
the
ults
idea is,
again.
all right, I've got backup in vents. We just
Probably
have to
a
play
really
against the
good
clock at this point.
small
Very, very
nerf.
smart round from Team Secret.
Going into round 9 now. GENG, I mean, they're fighting back pretty well, but it does seem like Team Secret is very much in control of this. We've got
Weber,
Dubstep
what's
this
up?
time over way into the back of A.
Where I see you're ready for the coach
heavy
potatoes.
mid setup.
It looks
But
like you're
Team
ready.
Secret is gonna try to
Looks
push
like you're
out.
ready to carry
We're
us.
going to see anything from them just yet. They're going to have Dubstep now rotate back around here, up into the heaven side of A.
Yeah, I mean, you love to see the constant repositioning of the operator, keeps the attackers guessing. But the MO from GENG has been to try to vie for mid control a lot of time. A bit of a poison, or snake bite rather.
Eco in for GENG,
Yeah.
but honestly
that's
they've been
okay.
looking
I mean,
better
at
on
the end
these
of the day,
ones.
You've got your teammates over in B heaven. You don't need to constantly watch for their cross angle. And now, because they've left B main open, they're going to just empty out.
We have no
the
idea where the
This
games are, don't worry,
calls
it's
for
off
help from
season.
Jesse Bash.
I
You
think
see
it's
on
off
the B map,
season,
he's
unless
now
we
rotated
somehow all
over
have
to
a week
stairs
when
on
everyone's
B
free.
side. And the MO on A site is, all right, well, we've got the operator washing the entrance into main. If we just make sure we
Nils talked it up for the past 3 years, mate. It's just because he hasn't played games for a long time. I think it's because all of us haven't played games for a long time. We think it's the best thing in the world.
All right, what can Jeremy do with this? They get flashed.
It's a nice flash
Two are
before the
taken
swing.
out.
King does
returns
great,
the
though.
favor. 3-3 now.
30 seconds left.
Orkham with a nice. Oh, his instinct is so good. He knows someone might come in from behind.
Yeah, I mean, he's constantly watching for that.
Whoa.
And here's the thing is that, I mean, GENG, they peek out so
Okay.
early before
I didn't
Cosmic
think he was
Divide's
gonna get
really
it.
able to go up.
Oh, this is so weird.
What?
No way. I didn't think they were going to get both of those kills.
You saw
Okay.
that setup though. That looked like that was going to work no matter what. 6-3
Pretty.
now.
It's been a great recovery
Team
so
Secret
far
continues
from
to pedal
Secret.
ahead.
Was just a low buy again.
Man, I mean, the Cosmic Divide, for one, it was kind of lined up in a idealistic way. Whereas the rest of Team Secret, okay, I guess they were also already positioned in front of it anyway. So good read from Team Secret.
That's what I was saying to Minnie yesterday. That maybe we actually just do like a week boot camp somewhere, Weber.
On both sides of that encounter.
Maybe we like proper plan it, stream it.
And he's going to set that up over here into mid.
Could be
Basically
good
clogging
content.
this out, making it an undesirable location to try to have any engages in. And that's going to really force GENG to kind of focus on a side here, eventually.
Yeah, I mean, trying to see if they can get any sort of spam through the pit, obviously. Nothing better than just trying to spam through. You get a pick onto the Viper and the pick goes down. That's the most ideal scenario. But look at the positioning from Envy. He's hiding right in that little corner as it begins and vents. He's not going to get too easily spammed out from out front. Oh, operator dubstep position to check for the toxic screen angle. Now,
Oh, he's been here for a long time and he's going to get rewarded, it looks like.
I don't know if dubstep's going to be ready for an angle this close.
But here's the thing, unless King is able to
He
creep
needs to
forward and
peek
get
before the
kill,
rest of his team, though.
If dubstep gets the first kill, he will probably just dash out, right? King's not in a position to be able to swing fast enough for a trade. The guiding light checks for that as well.
No,
Oh my God.
I mean the trade's there though.
From King, but
The trade is there.
Trailblazers
Rez
stuns
comes
them
in.
up.
Jesse Vash has to kill everyone and he eats a flash.
For another as well.
Almost. Nice
Yeah,
slow in
beautifully
heaven.
done. The
Oh, that
Rez
stops
here
them
as
flooding
well.
out. Slow in heaven is
GENG
everything.
trying to come in here and seize A with that spike. What exactly can Envy come up with? Goddead going to try to come through. Bit of a trade now, 2 to 3.
All right,
Man, they really wanted to as well. The
Trying to go
Astra.
for the wide swing, it's perfect.
Whoa,
Now a 2v2.
you're
They've
crazy.
closed the distance and he cannot find Envy.
That is wild.
Chat, what-
Envy with
ha-
8
what-
HP.
How many bullets did he
Beautiful
have?
wide swing from Borkum.
Absolutely. I mean, that is what won the round. That single-handedly won that round. He checks and just goes for
I mean, Envy
crazy
wins it
wide
out,
swing.
8 HP.
Perfectly done.
But
Doesn't
he
take
had
damage,
full
gets the
bullets,
kill.
right?
Yeah.
And he was just going for
7th
info,
win
but then
here
they
on the
were
board.
then they
Team
were a
Secret,
lot closer than he thought.
Clutching that victory. I mean, that could have gone either way. Funny start, by the way. You know, when we had
So I guess he
Dubstep
just didn't
on
think.
either
I guess he
side,
just didn't think they
it
were
looked
this
like
close, and
maybe
he wanted
King
to
would
get
have an
info.
opportunity to get that kill, though.
Or he
The
thought he
wall
had a
goes back up,
shorty, but I
Dubstep
think
gets
it's the
pit, but
fast.
King pops out
Yeah, it
anyways.
is. It's
And
just
for
he
their
wants to get
GENG
info, but then they were just
flood
next to him.
spike site, but ultimately it's recovered there.
It's one of them.
Borkum picks
Um,
up. Can't blame him. Amazing play from him, and that is going
Damn,
to be
they should have
the
won that
second
round.
timeout being used by GENG in the first half. Going all in, trying to make sure that
NWL, what's up, mate? Thank you so much, NWL11. 8 months in the Slug Club. Thank you, thank you.
I mean, that seems to be the goal, but here's
For the
thing.
tier 1.
You
Appreciate
all
it,
in your
dude.
timeouts like this. If
Get
this
some
ends up
slugs
being
in
a
chat. We got a
3-9,
little
that is
timeout
not
as
looking
well.
hopeful for GENG in the second half.
Thank you for your
Yeah,
support.
and I think it's possible it could be a 3-9. I would love to see GENG try to fight back here, but it just seems like the further along
Am I
we
going to
get
watch
in the half,
Blast?
the more
I've
in
asked
control Team
to
Secret
see
is.
if I can get
Their
approved,
reads
because
have
you
been
got to get
very,
approved.
very on
And
point. When they do seem
the
to
only
lose
person I know
control
is
of a
like
round, they've been very
the only person I
smart,
know is the person
at
that used to hire me for
recovering that.
Blast.
Even
And
if
he's
it
like
doesn't work
the
every
high
time,
up.
you can see
He's like
the
one of the
ideas at
heads.
play.
So I don't know if
GENG,
he
they're not
is
playing
going to just be
poorly, but they're
insanely
not-
busy
they're not
today, or if he's going to be able to
delivering
check
what they
it. So
need,
we'll
at
see what
least
happens.
so far here, for this to look like a realistic map 3 victory.
Yeah, and here's the thing: is you got to start to wonder. I mean, you have
So,
a
straight
single
up maybe
initiator and
on
then a
the
single
major.
duelist.
We'll see.
I mean, there is just not much you can do on the attacking side to really, push out and secure a part of the map.
Ooh, they satchel
the
boost up
Sage,
onto this round
you're
as
kind of
well.
just holding off an
Yeah,
angle
nice
as you
little
eventually go
satchel.
for the execute or something like that,
Get up
or
to
go
this
for the
angle.
post plant, but
Might not
it's a rough
expect it,
situation,
especially when
and
they
they're
see
on a
Ray
go-round
somewhere else.
right
But
now.
there's also a
I
Jet,
mean,
so they have double people
ideal
that could get
scenario
there.
is a 5-7
Double the
half.
amount of
They're not gonna
possibilities.
pick up that weapon just yet. Borkum.
Oh, he just got the kill in heaven.
Yeah,
And he
nice
got
kill there.
tagged by this
Borkum still
the Marshall.
keeping a tough site to get into. Let's see if he can keep that going. He knows that Meteor's dropped down, but there might be a push from above here.
Yeah, he knows that as well. He is going to lose that battle to Sylvan.
All right, the dog spots Jesse. The wall goes up. And, I mean, this is going to be tough. Dubstep is still up in heaven, but I don't know what he can actually find here.
Yeah, I mean, this is where the Sage really starts to shine, right? Is this post-plant positioning? Of course, the plant didn't quite happen yet, but once you secure the site, that utility is good. But to secure the site, they really just needed to kind of force their way
They're
through
good on the
these
ecos.
battles.
But this was the same round where they
I mean,
won
it
their
wasn't
other
off the-
eco round,
wasn't
right?
off Constantly fishing
The
for
B
information,
split?
flashes, and guiding lights and things like that. So I mean,
All
you
they
know,
do is
comes
just bit of
together a
pressure
little
over
bit late,
towards
but they
A,
will be
then
able to
straight up
get
B
one
split.
extra round for the time being on the side of Gen G.
That's right.
It's
At least
twice
for
the
now.
ecos
Gotta
works.
say, not
Honestly,
bad
just try it
here by
again with gun
Gen G.
rounds. Why
It's
not?
going to be 7-4 here. So this is either going to be a 7-5 or an 8-4 as we finish up the first half, coming into the next final round.
I mean, it all kind of came down to this kill. Like the kill that he got on B before the trade came in, over towards Heaven. Then Heaven was just open because they got the first kill, then they could just flood site, and it's just one person here who got hit by a Marshall as well, 49 HP. So, yeah, it kind of was just the little things here in terms of not killing the Astra fast enough and the Astra hitting the shot.
They'll feel a lot better. They're also running the double duelist, right? A little bit more to work with on the attacking side. Of course, both sides, both teams.
GENG can stop the double duelist on attack. They have a good comp for it. It's not the best, but in terms of it, it's very good.
Identical across the board.
A lot will be dependent on King's setup, and then obviously how GodDead's playing and where he's playing.
Very closely to see if they get that spike set up here and can get that on. I think if they do get a spike planned, it's very likely GENG can actually secure it and close it out. Borkum over here, ready on B.
Okay, going back to the original. No Viper wall down yet. Is that a big tell? Viper wall comes in. Gonna see a nade from Heaven, surely at one point. There it is. Molly's coming in. Yeah, a little bit too obvious, but they force their way out. Damn, Michi got a little bit lucky with the RNG of the Viper wall.
Oh, showstopper ready, and Envy's in the corner.
Envy already down, thanks to King as well. Anyway, a solid entry. Can they hold on to it? The wall is blocking off Alley, and now the pit comes up as well. Dubstep spots one.
To be here with the shorty in hand, gonna come in from above. He can get right on top of this box.
Oh, not able to get the kill.
Holy, okay, nice round.
Angle, though, from Dubstep. You see
Again, for people that don't know, Viper walls like this, and then the top of it is client side, right? So it dips, and it goes up, and it's completely different. The dips and the top and the bottom is completely different on every person's screen. So even what we saw isn't actually what the person.
I mean, Team Secret.
Yeah, look at that. See how it dips? Like the top of it's the animation. Each person has a different animation on their screen, so it is a little bit RNG in terms of looking at the top of when you're going to see. Also to note as well, on the minimap, it doesn't have this top animation, so they both would have come up on each other's minimap. But in terms of what the vision they see is, it's mixed. I got to explain the Viper. When you see a kill, and it's because of the Viper wall RNG, you got to explain it. Gotta get that one in there.
But I don't know what it translated to in the drama in English because I didn't watch it in English.
No, I didn't.
But we'll see. GENG
Heavy gun priority, all 5. In terms of the pistols so far, it is 4-1 to GENG.
Kind of a retake wall as well from GENG's Viper being played by King. Now the Sage not here on A site to block the entry, so it's gonna have to be used for post-playing ability. Yes, marooned all alone, and
there's some fast shots here. Nice molly in Heaven as well on the ladder late.
As soon as your first controller is maroon, they try to provide backup by flooding in, and they all get taken
Kilios,
out
what's
at
up?
once.
Good to
And
see you,
this is
dude.
looking
Been
very,
smashing it,
very
mate.
doable for Team Secret. We've got Borkum over here making it an inconvenience for the Sage to push in. Goddead already cleaned up by Dubstep, leaving only King left in the game. Envy going to be ready here. And that's it. Flawless victory.
All right, 4-2.
8th round win,
So
and a likely
we like
9th round
this.
win
Last
here unless
map,
Gen G can force
we get
something.
even pistols.
Doesn't mean it's not impossible for Gen G, but right
That's
now
great.
I'm very worried for them.
Yeah, I mean, surely on Gen G side, you just kind of let this next round go. Don't invest into really anything. I mean, I don't think, not even a Marshall.
Yeah, I'm hoping for a banging game next, I'm not gonna lie.
I don't know if you do that. I think you just save up for the early
I hope Zeta
operator.
can keep up.
Team can use that so well with the Sage on another part of the map or combined together. Okay, he will go for the Marshall.
All right, there it is.
He is often good for one, though, so I don't blame him.
Well, this time around,
Oh yeah, we got Zeta and
we have that Marshall carrying down in the
T1
mid. We don't have
Zeta
anybody in
and
there just
Zeta.
yet, although Borkum could slide through. A lot of tension built up over here at A.
Wow, Dubstep is so
Eco for Gen
smart,
G,
just- he was
looking
trying
like a
to prepare
normal.
for the anti-flash as well.
Yeah, nice and simple on
Dodges
this
it
one.
entirely. That's true, and he's creating distance. Look at this. He knows that they're on
I
an
see
eco,
hands
so
up
he
from
just
them.
doesn't want to get in close quarters.
Keep an eye on the luck.
Yeah,
Very, very smart play coming out from-
beautifully done here. It's going to be a tough recovery now.
Yeah, a Dubstep just kind of single-handedly.
Oh, he has off angle in middle. He's gonna kill
I mean,
two.
again, on paper, yes,
They're gonna
he
get
could
ropes
have
to
this
get
round,
2
but
kills at middle
it's
here,
movement
surely.
like that. It's small things like that, especially in a map 3, where you start to get a glimpse.
Never
into
in doubt.
who
Didn't
is
take a bullet.
ahead in terms of the mental game. Who's staying a bit more focused?
Envy's going to see that last one and finally get that kill. Another flawless victory here. Gen G needs to start to try to regain control here in the 3rd round of the 2nd half.
All right. Marshall, 3 Spectres, and a Bulldog still in hand. As you mentioned, Tasis, Flawless is in a row here for Secret. That's a lot of that economy snowball starting to happen. See what the setup is here. Of course, they're on the attacking side. Now, curious, I mean, what's Goddead's positioning once you start to get into the buy rounds? Comes back to mid. All right. I mean, I think these days the go-to
Flash hits over towards A. Bonus round is in. Secret trying to use what Gen G did against them and just abuse an Astra that is holding solo over towards B, and that is a huge start.
As well. So they're going to have several lines of defense. They can basically try to take close fights with the Spectre. Goddead does get Jeremy.
Yeah, but does Goddead know that there's already one planted? Okay, he does suspect it. He's good for 3. He opens up alley entirely. Secret.
Oh, that is,
they were trying to make sure they
yeah,
had better
that
post-plant
is
positioning. He comes
massive.
back to bite
He's
them.
actually just kept him in this game, it feels like.
All right, here we go. Meteor going to try to come in.
The
Now,
smoke.
it's not over yet, but it's looking rough. Borkum with a great lurk over here in the smoke. Flash
Dodged it.
pushed out.
Hey,
Dodged
he
it
gets,
well, but
that's how he
that
gets
shot
it as
gets
well.
through.
What the hell is this
Ace,
last
yeah,
kill?
Goddead.
I saw his
Crazy.
gun was aiming crazy
Big win
low and
there.
he's just running.
Meteor and TS shaved off.
Res
We'll
for
have to
money
find
as
their way
well.
Back into the next round, but
Res for money.
never
Again,
mind, there's a
definitely
res there,
worth
dude,
doing.
excuse me. So just TS picked off there.
Yeah, I mean, I love it, right? You got the ace, you got an early res. Might as well make sure that you don't have to buy back another rifle because this was the bonus round for Team Secret.
Right.
So Gen G just
Pretty
making
sure this
they
last
can try
kill is
to
just
stay ahead. I mean,
full
you're on
running.
defense, that res, you're
Full
not going to
wild
have
running.
the most ideal scenarios to use it anyway. A Goddead single-handedly
Nice round.
stopping the
The
momentum
first 3
from
kills
Team
are really
Secret.
good though.
No
Can't-
bounds missed here.
Yeah, and
Really,
can the
really
rest of
good.
the team support that effort in the coming rounds.
All right, dog shot down immediately. A bit of a
God
skirmish
dead, yeah,
here
he's
over
been
by A.
performing. He really has been performing.
Shots fired through. It's making it very undesirable to try to actually cross up into A heaven there. They're going to leave Dubstep back there for the time being. Mid is sort of open.
Who else can't buy?
We do
Yeah,
have King back
That's
here.
it. They got one on
They
each
are
that
just
can't
kinda
buy
leaving
next
that
round,
space
so
a
you're
little
probably,
bit
no
open,
matter
but they
what,
are
going to see a
holding on to
force
choke
buy.
points. The most important thing, though, is
Actually,
that
this would
remain
be
control of Gen
no,
G.
2-4.
So Team
They're
Secret,
fine.
I like this. They want to check. Have you already pushed out? All right, so that does activate right as it hits the corner.
There's
so
a
they
world
know
where
that
these
there's
two
someone
wouldn't
deep that
buy
forces
'cause
Gen G
1-9.
out of the map. This is very smart from Team Secret,
Yeah,
making
this
sure
is-
that Gen G
feels like a
cannot
bigger
surrender
round
lures,
for
'cause
Gen
if
G
they allowed Goddead to be
in terms
there,
of their
the wall
econ.
would have come up past the 1 minute mark. And now he's going to be able to
It's a
use
good
it on
amount of
B.
map
Heaven's
control,
still
but the
same
wall just
utility
went up
game.
over
You know
towards
it's an
B,
A-side hit.
and there's a
That wall doesn't get
chance.
taken down in the next 20 seconds.
Okay, they've seen it now, so they can break this and create pressure.
Well, they prepped up here in the
Yeah,
heaven.
there we go. Wall
Like
going
before,
down now,
Team
so that's pressure
Secret's
over
playing
towards
so
here. So
well
Viper kind
around
of
the
has to stay
stage.
here.
They're constantly making sure GenG cannot rotate and stack onto a site.
Ooh, that was nice.
Ready
Ooh,
to
this
come
is
down
nice.
to A. Sylvan's going to be down here ready. Jeremy comes from the side. Gets the first.
Not able to get that first kill, but Jesse
Wow,
Bash comes
that's-
in, and Envy as well with the trades. The site's still opened
That's
up.
kind of scary.
GenG
That was
not in a
really nice
position.
from Secret.
Or
Do
Borkum
combat.
knows. He knows that he's gone around.
Oh, he hears TS as well. He knows everyone's location. He gets
Yeah.
the first one. They know the rest are at screens.
Yeah. Just got it over here. And
Oh, that's
great play
impressive.
from
That's
Heaven.
a scary sign if you're a
Borkum
Gen G
getting
fan. That
into
was a
such an
very
important
well played
position there
round.
to identify, okay, we know who's left.
Oh,
We already know there's two
insanely well
that have come
played.
down. We know the
Middle
stage is
control,
wrapping
broke
around,
the wall,
by
pressure over
screens,
towards
and then, of
Heaven.
course, TS on the run,
And then
Borkum's not
honestly,
aware
this
that Borkum's
kind of
even there
split
to
up
hear
towards
that.
here was good. They dash
Easily
into the
closing that
smoke,
out.
flash
The
beyond it,
smart
even though
thing
no
about
one's
that
here.
is
Then
so
they
multi-layered,
smoke,
'cause
create
Borkum
pressure that they're
initially broke
wrapping
down
like
the siege
this.
while B
Two
Heaven
people
from
on
mid,
site,
and then he
a
takes
here and
control
here,
of
and
the
there's a
team,
molly
takes
that
control of
lands
Heaven.
lane as
But
well.
then he's sitting outside of Raptors at an angle
That
where
was
they
great.
would not be able to see him if they came in through defender spawn. But he kind of suspects that because he already showed his presence in mid. I mean, GenG's not going to be sprinting through mid anytime soon. Just a really good macro
Eco though,
positioning of not just Borkum,
Gen
but
G
the
kinda-
entire Team Secret, even
kind of
with
look good on them.
Jeremy kind of clearing out B main before that.
Okay, it's going to be actually a rush in A this time around here. A is just open. It seems like the Gen G thought they were going to be able to
Oh.
cut them off at the pass, and I guess they
Spike
did a
didn't
little bit. In
cross.
fact, the Spike can't get in here.
Yeah, I mean, Silva with a couple good kills, it's buying enough time. The rest of Team Secret has to come to support. Gen G doing what they can to try
Oh,
to push
tunnel
out,
vision.
but the firepower is too much to overcome. God Dead all alone.
Dude,
Yeah, nicely done from
what a
Dubstep, just holding
weird,
for the reaction in Heaven and then
awesome
insta
round. I don't
wrapping
think they're
round
gonna
as
spike
well.
planted in time. Yeah, it was a funny interaction.
They-
You
I
know,
mean, they gave
just
this one was
had the
winnable.
firepower, they had the position to kind of
So
get them
close
wedged
to
in
so
there.
many
They
ults.
did
One away,
you know,
one
and
away,
Genji's,
one away, and these two
defense,
are
they
up.
did stop the spike from getting in and cut them up, but
This
they
is a
weren't able to
nightmare for
capitalize
Gen
on
G.
it.
There is a
I mean,
lot.
you're on
There is
Eco,
so
not
much
more
that
you
Secret can
I
do.
mean, you already got a couple more kills than you
And
could
again, I
hope
really
for,
think they're
so
playing against the
they just have to
Astra
let
great.
that round go. Now they do have
Right,
the
they
Seekers
used
online,
the
but
round
not much
before
else
when they went
aside
here,
from
and then
that.
also that
TS
other
is
rounds
2
because of
points
their
away,
comp. You know,
along
most
with
likely they're
Tier
not
as
going to
well
go
for their
aggro over
ultimates on
towards
the
B
Astra and the
main
Raze
because it's an
respectively.
Astra, unless they put a
But
star here early.
Secret, they
So
have
they
their
kind of in the
ultimates
other
ready
round
to
have
go.
pressure
Envy
here,
1 point
here, and
away
here. It's
from the
really
pit.
good.
Jesse Bash 1 point away. Borkum as well. Any one of them can plant, and they can create a insane post-plant position ready to combat.
Okay, that's a
And
small
now
win.
they're
They're
playing
20
Gen G again.
seconds
Let's
in, and
remember
they
that
got
there's a
double
showstopper
star out of the
available here for
Astra.
Team Secret.
That is
they can
perfect.
crack
And a
open
Seekers
any
as well
fight position,
instantly.
so
Yeah,
Genji's
this
gonna
is
have to
how
stay
a lot of
pretty
teams like to
far
play against
back.
Astra on this map. You just
Oh
create
my
pressure
gosh,
early on
the
over
wall.
towards
No,
B.
but
So a lot of time,
Look at
this is just a
right?
good
Not
game
only does it
plan.
run
You
into the wall,
you
which that's a
jump
bit
the Astra
unfortunate,
early
the
on,
timing of
so the
how those
Astra's
skills
super
are
scared,
used.
so he's going to
But
start
Team
using
Secret
stars more
purposely
freely.
hang back,
Then you
so the
create
Seekers
pressure that you're going to
cannot
do it
possibly
again.
give that much
Stars go out,
information.
and then we're
The
this
Seekers are
far in, and he has
absolutely
no
wasted
stars left, and
so
only
early on in the round.
only
No
one. I
information
think he has
gained
one
just
star
because one
recovering,
split off.
and that's it.
Gen G, yes, they have people rotate over Meteor and now
And then
coming
they're
to
gonna be
support
hit
as
again.
well onto the A side, but that's about it.
Oh, what?
Okay,
TS
but he's got
gets
the
a
aim
double.
though.
Well, that changes things quite a bit.
He's got the aim though.
Right, he's stuck back here, and he's eventually wall banged here by Borkum.
Just hit your
Well,
shots when you got
you
no
know, these
stars,
dry
but
picks are honestly
that
pretty
is
good here for
huge.
Team
Seekers
Secret.
goes out. We have a luck on
Yeah,
this.
just getting the better angle there. God Dead expecting a wider swing out. The Seekers will allow the position to happen now for the plant. And now Cosmic Divide is online. As soon as the plant goes down, will they use it? Not quite yet. They don't have the time. Borkum doesn't have backup, so he's not going to go into Astro mode just yet.
Gen G can do this, but they also have to do this. If they don't,
Yeah,
Team
they
Secret's
literally
gonna
have
get
to.
that
They're full
12th
eco
win. It's gonna be
after.
a fight for rubber time.
Oh, Envy
Oh,
has so
God.
much to watch out for, but he's good for one. Can he get the second? No, King will trade him out.
Ooh, okay.
Huge
They're still
moment
alive.
here. The Gen G fans
They are
going
still
berserk
alive.
here in the studio.
Money's pretty good
Sylvan
for
gonna
Secret.
close that diffuse
I love
out,
how
get
they
the
played.
7th win
Dude,
on
I'm
the board.
enjoying.
Game of catch-up is
As
real,
a
but
mini-map
Team
watcher,
Secret
I'm
is so
enjoying this
close to
game
just walking
from
out of
Secret.
here
This attack is
victorious
very
2-1
nice.
in this best of 3.
All right, Team Secret and their fans, they've been wanting this moment to happen.
TS owned it.
I mean,
Oh,
sure,
that's how he gets the
this
second
wouldn't be
kill.
their first time if they were able to go to an international event, and even if they win today, it's not
Wait,
secure.
TS is
but
in the player,
The thing
TS.
is with this new roster, they looked so promising. With Coach Warbird's coming in, they looked so
Too
promising.
many TSs.
They had an explosive start. Was a bit shaky in the later half of the regular season. But then Super Week came by and they said, this is the buff we needed. I mean, they cleaned up a lot of their weaknesses.
Okay, big rounds where 3 people can't buy next and they reset with 1-9 loss bonus if they lose this. So this is the time for Team Secret to take this. They put Astra ult, they invest the Razor into it, but it's all a fake, and now King has to kill at least one. Does great, trades fine.
Now King, thankfully, he's good for 1, so
they get over towards site. Envy has a. They use their own ult and flood the site, and it's only one person here.
The pit goes up as well, pushing out Envy. Meteor.
Oh god,
Genji's
Genji's instant reaction is incredible.
The showstopper as well. He's buying time. He stays alive past the Cosmic Divide. He's good for another.
This is so sick. Oh my god, what a round. Oh my god, what a round. What a sick reaction. Instant. Damn.
What a round from
Yeah,
Meteor,
it was so
the
good,
hero
and I
that
like the
Genji
idea from Secret. The idea of Secret was good, right?
needed.
Astra ult,
Into playoffs. He
Razor
finally
into it.
comes back
They
in
invest
this
2
round
ults
to
for the
really
fake.
hold it down.
It
I
drags
mean,
a
he's had some
3-person
good highlights here
rotate. We
and
have
there, but the
Viper
thing is,
alone
none
kills
of them
1,
as
but then
impactful
the
as that
instant
one round.
reaction
You know,
is
I gotta say,
Astra ult
it was
off
a
half
pretty
the site,
brilliant strategy
and
from
then they
Team
just
Secret.
flooded
It
it
was
with
an
3.
expensive strategy from
Holy
Team Secret.
hell.
Ultimately, it didn't pay off. We had
Secret used 3
Cosmic
ults into
Divide,
this
we had
then.
Showstopper
Viper ult,
used to really sell the spike
Astra
plant
ult,
over there.
and Razor.
And then we had the Viper's Pit set up to basically make this a nightmare to get through. The spike never actually got planted, however. The push through from Meteor.
Look, there's
just
so
with
this
good
is such
gunplay,
a
good finesse,
this is such a good
agility.
it's such a good split
Trying
at
to
the
just
moment. It's a
managed
really
to
good
cut his
game.
way through there and get all those kills, and here we are, an essential victory.
Alright,
here
Sheriff, best
for,
of luck, man. Best of
for
luck.
Gen G. And honestly, I'm a little bit worried now because I think the next couple of rounds here for Team Secret might be tough to
Envy
control.
was alone on
Well,
site,
I mean,
yeah.
you just kinda
They,
spent
the thing is
all
the
your
Astra
ultimates
ult
to
came
try
in
to
so
secure a match
fast.
point.
that-
Again, I don't blame them. I mean, fakes like that,
honestly,
we
they felt
see
like
it
they
every
had
now
sold
and
the
then
fake a
on
little
Split,
bit
and I
better
think
than
worked
maybe they had.
exceptionally well on Split,
It's
just
just
by
the fact that
nature of
King
that
got
map.
info so early on that
And the thing is, they sold it quite well. I
fast
mean, we saw
3-person
Genji
rotate
get
could
the bait, but
happen.
Meteor arrived
And then yeah, Envy was
just
alone
in
on site.
time. I mean, that's the biggest thing.
So,
And King getting that one
but they
kill
thought they
and
were going to
slows
win
down
so
the
easy
offensive
that they just
just
were already
enough
thinking about
for
getting A
Meteor to
heaven
be able to
control.
come in, and then it's the Meteor
That
show.
forces
I
them
mean, all
down to
credit
eco.
him.
Man, that
I mean,
round
with-
was
even with the timing,
mental
et cetera,
big.
just an absolutely miraculous round
All
from
3
Meteor.
ults, they
If
have
they-
the
if they
eco
were
on
able to
top
bring
of
this
it.
back and take map 3, I think Meteor absolutely deserves a spot on the MVP votes because that one round may have changed the fate of Gen G.
Well, we go into this next round. The Viper's Pit here in mid. Gen G icing out Team Secret.
Oh, they're not going to push
Team
this,
Secret's
right?
going to just navigate through
Yeah,
sewers,
okay.
trying to come
Oh,
up
boy.
here. Smoke comes down here.
There's so many
blocking
people
Meteor
here.
out. Sylvan and Meteor got the back up, but not without getting some kills over here. A
Sylvan-
double.
He's 2 HP. How's he
Gets
going to
another one
kill?
with 2
He got
HP
two-
and Gen
like,
Meteor's
that's
still alive.
that's that's so crazy. How's he surviving from that? And how's he getting an extra
Okay,
kill?
This is going so well
He was
here.
2 HP from the
Gen
Viper
G.
molly.
It's just Envy left over. And all the time in the world.
Oh, and look at Meteor not getting too aggressive either. They know that they still have a ways to go.
Oh,
and that's
boss
a
man.
two-man setup there from
No,
Gen
he
G.
picked
They are
up
trying to
the
bring this
the
back.
gun and it had no ammo.
I gotta tell you, man, not the last round, but the one before that, that's gonna be a
Oh, it's
haunting one here for
devastating.
Team Secret.
Well, we'll see. I mean, if they can close it out, maybe they can just let it sit in the past, right, and never think about it again.
This
But
is the gun.
if
That's
they
the
end
gun he
up
picked up as well.
losing this
Holy
map,
hell!
that surely is a round they will not be able to forget for a while.
That looks so good from
Now,
their
on the side of
POV.
Team Secret, again, it comes
That looks
down
like one of
to
those
just
TikTok
focusing
clips
on the moment, right?
where people
Don't
are
think
running in
about
with the
that one
Yoru,
round.
the
You
Yoru
have to
ult
move
after
on.
shooting him
You
all.
still have a couple more rounds to buy up. This is one of them. Full buys coming out across
That's
the board on
funny.
both sides.
Okay.
We've got some slow play here. Team Secret with a double stack over by A. They might try to sell a
Ooh,
push
man,
over there.
so much
Here
turned
up
in
in
that
mid,
round
we have
before.
a
It's
3-3
crazy.
stack on
Money is
both
now here for
sides.
Gen G.
Birds
And pouring
coming
around
out.
for Secret. If
Getting
they lose this, they have
confirmation
to
on both
eco
sides.
again.
There's somebody waiting there.
Yeah, but during all of this, look at this. This is all a fake. to
Damn,
allow
straight
Team
up
Se-
spam
Team
through the
Secret
wall.
was trying to sneak into Rams, but they put up the toxic
But do they
screen, and
expect a
King
double
says,
lock?
"Nah, spams through it, gets a
Yes,
kill
they
for his
do.
doubles."
They definitely
They
know
even
now
check
as
the
well. But with
dubstep
that
is
pressure, they
there.
take middle because they know
And
there's 2
now
people over towards
you know
A.
the focus is on A site. There's the stage wall over on B heaven.
They're still going to push
Secret
it.
have a very good
Setup
understanding
here's
of
pretty
split
good.
though. As soon as they realize that someone else is
Gen G
spamming in
is as
heaven, they
ready as
realize
they
that
can
mid
be
was weak
for
and they're not
this. Now it's
fighting
just up to
anymore.
their aim, and King
King
says,
is
"I
a
am
hero
ready."
in this round
Team
so far.
Secret,
3v5.
can
Do they
power
expect
through?
Meteor
They
here?
need to clear all of heaven first. They need to take out Meteor first if they want to make this happen.
Meteor
Oh, no, they didn't
gets
check
the
it.
first. Borkum takes him out
Nice.
finally, but it's just 2. And dropping down without checking these angles leaves only Borkum left, and then
Okay,
none.
nice.
King gets
What
it.
a round from
It's
King.
11-10, Gen G
What a
continuing
round.
to streak these victories.
Jonas, what's up? Thank you so much for the
Oh
rage
boy,
chat. Let's get some slug
Tasteless.
approves going in
It's
for Jonas.
starting
Hope
to
stream is
fall
good, mate.
apart a
Hope you're
little
doing
bit
well,
for Team
honestly.
Secret. What
We
can
need
they
to
do reel things back
we need to
in?
try
I mean,
find some time.
listen, shots like
we're both
this,
busy.
It feels bad if you're on the receiving end, but
Both
you gotta
busy
expect
people.
it
Hope
to
your stream
happen.
is good,
It's really
dude.
just a matter
Wait,
of
it's
timing. But then here in heaven, I gotta
It's
believe
not-
they maybe thought they checked
How
enough
late
of that
is-
corner.
how
Maybe
late
thought
is
he'd be able
Jonas
to
playing
swing
games
out and
still?
his teammates would cover his back, but
I
either
respect it.
way, it's going to be a nice position for Meteor to swing out on that off timing.
I swear
Oh.
it's like 5 a.m. there or
Okay,
something,
they're
like
buying down
6.
to Spectres and Stingers.
It's 7
Team Secret,
a.m.
They just want to power through.
All right, they've got Dubstep perched up top.
That's,
Meteor lurking through the smokes.
That's some
Max
degen.
off to the
That's some
side.
degen hours right
They
there.
don't
Mad
advance
respect.
further.
Chromie P,
And
thank
they
you so
may,
much
in
for the
fact,
4
try to back
months.
out of here.
I mean, yeah,
You did a
they have all the
16
time
hour,
in
of
the
course
world.
you
They have
did.
a minute and 20 seconds.
it sounds
So
about right.
because of this, Borkum broke
Some
the
things
siege
never
wall early
change.
as well. This way, Gen G, they still have to spread
Chromie
out their
P with the
resources
prime.
just
Thank you
a
so much
bit.
for the 4 months, mate. Appreciate
David
that a lot.
Dubstep good
Thank you,
for
thank you.
another as
Okay,
well
that's
with the single
huge.
Phantom rifle
Double
here.
pick onto
Rest
this
of
one.
his
This is
teammates
the
on
low buy.
SMGs.
The rotate's real heavy right
Next, they're
now.
gonna have to deal
If
with King.
King can get round the corner, they might not
Back
expect
up
him
in
here.
heaven.
They have to know that backup is all arrived.
Secret are very
Maybe one
methodical.
person
I
because of
really
that
like
siege
how
wall being
Jesse
broken
calls.
by Borkum, but otherwise, all eyes on
They're just cutting sound,
Secret.
and again, just trying to create
have
the
to
question
go
mark that
either.
they could have gone here and here. Only the
Enough time.
Viper, sorry, only
They
the
wanna
Sky
let
has
it
made
go, right?
sound.
They have
Yeah.
the SMGs.
And that
They don't
forces
wanna
the
potentially
Astra
get
away
into
here.
these other long-range fights. They want to try to fight
Gen G have taken a
push
bit of a
through.
gamble.
Goddead's good for one. He's
God
good
Dead
for another, and he's
brings it
holding on
back
to heaven
in the
as
3-on-5.
much as he can. Meanwhile, you've got TS.
And they're
he's
running into the
waiting in
Astra.
vents.
And they're going to come all the way around. TS's head is ready.
Wants to get another. Can he get two? No,
Oh god,
not
what
yet.
damage did he do? 47. But the
They're
Sage
trying
is
to
here
come to
so
B.
early.
We
He
got
bought
God
enough
Dead coming
time.
here for
God
the
Dead, what's
interception.
your
He's
decision
already
making
here.
like?
He just needs to play for time. Oh, he didn't get the first kill, but he knows that both of them are here. Confirmed. Just playing for time.
Eight bullets in the chamber.
He
Gets
gets
one.
one. Forces him off the planet.
Oh,
God,
God, he's
will get a
unbelievable.
fourth kill, ties it up 11
He's
to 11 in
unbelievable.
map
What an
3 here at
insane
Split.
round
This
from
is a
him.
hell of a third game.
3v5.
All right, we've got Astro Wall ready, Seekers ready, a Res ready. Great plays here from God. Had God did not be able, not manage to hold that angle there, we would have had a very different round. But you know, that was a serious start. That it looked like Team Secret was going to
Okay,
maybe have the
Secret
momentum to build up
Eco
and get that spike
Secret
planted,
lowballed
but
the round
with
before,
great defense,
but it's
Gen G
pretty
just
much
shuts it
all on
down.
this.
Yeah, I liked the idea from Team Secret.
Round
You
after
can-
this,
you
they get
could
a
have still
2-9
fought
loss
as
bonus.
they-
The buy
as
is
they
not
do
going to
right
be
now
good.
for the next round as well, just trying to force a wild card curveball
Gen
to get
G,
match
first time in a
point.
while that they've taken
But they
B
get
main
slowed
control.
down just enough. Can't make up their mind. Eventually, they get shut down. And God Dead. Now they've pushed out of B main from Gen G. So much map control just within the first 20 seconds of this round. B main is clear. They're even going to push out.
Okay.
I mean,
do
this
try
push is
to
it.
King
They're
a
not going to
little bit
expect
further
this.
back.
They push.
Secret is
They
trapped
double
in there.
walk
They're gonna
push
wrap
B
it.
main
They're gonna wrap around.
with an
They're
Astra
trapped and they
and a
have no
Sage.
idea that
How
they
much do
are
they
trapped.
find?
Jesse
One.
Bash gets taken
And it's
down,
the Sky.
and
That's
the
pretty
spike.
huge. But
Spike
maybe
down,
IGL buff
confirmed
now
in
that he's
sewers.
dead. He
So
can,
much map control remaining for Gen
can
G.
play his own little mini
And
games.
they don't even know that they've pulled back. So I mean, they're going to be
Oh.
covering so many angles. Sylvan gets a double there.
Oh no.
It's just going to be Jeremy and Borkum remaining.
The momentum completely swinging in favor of Gen G. This is not the Team Secret that we saw from Super Weekend
2v5.
playoffs. They're trying to stay
Into
alive.
a
Jeremy on
2v4.
14 health, but it's
Jeremy has
2v4
no
with Seekers
HP.
on their way as well. They finally expire, but
Ah, you're
That spike's
dead.
going to be planted. The wall bang finally
oh, the
connects.
last shot through the wall as well.
Wow.
Oh
Okay.
my God.
One chance for
Gen's
Gen
gonna
G
go up 12 to
to keep the
11.
dream alive and
We're
to
either
send
getting
Secret,
a Gen G
I guess, home.
victory,
We'll call it
or
home.
it's going to overtime.
and fully
I mean,
knock
this
them
is
out.
Insane, Tasteless, and again, we always
playoffs
say this when we
and
get to a
Tokyo
map three,
Dream
but it is so much about that endurance, the mental endurance, and also,
Would be dead
are
for
you
them.
the type of player that thrives off of pressure, or do you break down from it? And currently,
Man,
we
that
are
one
witnessing a
round with the
handful of
ults
players
that
on
we
the
saw
side of
ages
Gen
ago.
G who feed off of this.
Yeah,
Meanwhile,
this
Team
is
Secret, they're
crazy.
starting
Oh
to
my
look
God, we get a
shaky.
timeout
They
as
need
well.
this timeout.
This
They
is
need
huge.
to take a breather.
Yeah, and look, I mean,
All
one
or
thing
nothing
that's
for
very
both teams
true
to an
about Team
extent.
Secret, they
Yeah,
operate very
I mean
well under
it's definitely
pressure.
no
They're able to
nothing.
pull
You
off
still
some
have another
incredible
game to
plays,
win
but
to take
they
to
have
go
totally
Tokyo.
lost control of this map. I was talking about it earlier, but that extremely expensive bungled round, you know, with the Aster Wall, the Showstopper, and the Viper's Pit all used, the Spike never planted, and Meteor killed everybody off.
This is where the mind games come in. Damn, what an insanely bold move in 11-11 to 2-man walk push B main.
To bring this to that round 12 win.
That's strong. Whoever wanted to do that, that's
all
cool.
that GENG needs to do is shut them out of that.
Now here's the thing. You can't help but think back.
That's the whole not fearing to lose, right? That's just playing your own game.
The timeout they used to try to secure the last 2 rounds, which they did, that made it
It's
a 5-7,
very, very bold
to
do that, but they got heavy rewarded.
Had that ended,
And then the reaction
4-8 or even worse,
over towards
man. This map would
and then
be
the shots,
over.
yeah, because they reacted over towards A, and then Sylvan just hits the shots.
But that
Okay, one last chance for, well, one chance for GENG.
Finally comes to fruition.
They have Rez, and Meteor has his ult. Man, we have so many ults again.
And they are taking hard control of mid. They've already cleared sewers.
All right, they've shooed Team Secret away from mid. They've already relocated to be ready up at B.
Seekers goes in. 3 people over towards B. Raze nade still here. Raze ult still here.
Try to get them as they move in.
Gravity well being used, but counter Showstopper as well. No, it's the paint shows, but Dubstep still stays alive. He's good for another. Now he's up in the air with the Blade Storm. He is just trying to buy space for his teammate, and he is successful.
Jesse gets in there with the kill as well. He's going to get the plant. It's going to be up to GENG for the retake. A 2 versus 4.
Sylvan with a quick swing.
It's just going to be Sylvan versus Dubstep.
Oh, got
it's a 1 versus 1. You could go either way.
Oh
and
my goodness,
I
made this one. It's wild. Oh, that was crazy. The ult hit the box.
This is how much both
the
teams
ult hit the
want this
box.
extra chance to stay alive
Oh
in this
my
lower bracket,
goodness.
to try to
Of
fight
course
for a
this goes to
ticket go
overtime.
Masters Tokyo. I mean,
Look at
yes,
this in a
we
row.
talked about it on the cast and the desk repeatedly.
And then they
how
finally get the
GENG,
last round.
They did not look good towards the later part of the regular season. They're on a
I can't believe he ulted the box.
They did not look promising in their opening match here in the playoffs. But the thing is they looked so good at the beginning of the season. And a similar story for Team Secret. They looked so strong in the beginning, and then they looked rough. They turned it on.
Let's see what we got.
Both these teams, their potential peak is there.
Yeah. Well, we're finally here. Remember, the losing team is out, and the winning team goes on to
just to
tomorrow
remind everyone,
each
team gets 1 timeout now in overtime.
Go on to Tokyo,
and yeah, I saw someone questioning it. Both teams can
there
speak
as well.
in the timeouts. So each
right.
team has a timeout if they want it.
Going into overtime, of course, I mean, you can't think too far ahead. 1 round at a time. You're swapping sides every time, and then at a certain point, if this keeps up, it is all about your focus. It is about who just has the colder hearts of steel to really hold strong in their position, you know, to really consider, because we've seen it from both teams. I mean, we've seen players, earlier I was just praising Dubstep for his positioning. I mean, every player in this match has shown moments like that.
Anything crazy in terms of the buys? No one's bringing a hero up or anything like that. We do, for Secret, looks like we're going to try and set up the Jet to get aggro. Maybe they're doing the disrespect of the wall that they did earlier. I'm not entirely sure. But either way, they want early control of A.
Phantoms and Vandals all around.
Okay,
looks like it's a setup.
Everyone's getting their shorties in. Makes sense. Frenzies.
Yeah,
they boost up. This is a satchel boost. No one worry.
So GENG will have to remember that. Meanwhile, Team Secret, they are trying to push out. I'm curious to see how far they go because they do have this retake.
Well, Dog gives them full info. Did Astro might not have heard that.
They know that this has to be a B-side hit. The gravity well buying just enough time.
Man, look at that heavy shutdown. And they're going to go... Dude, he's got so far. Dubstep is in. He's in spawn.
Dubstep's got a very deep lurk here. We'll see if he can take advantage
He's got so much control. He's kind of... Doesn't want to push too far. Doesn't want to overdo it. Doesn't want to... He just wants to give the info, and if they come back to him, he's going to be able to own it. The problem is, they can still walk and have a good timing. 3-person hold towards B. That's all the Molly's done now.
Oh, but Meteor, if he gets the first kill, that spells a different story. A good hold. It's still a crossfire here, Borkum. Trying to bait for Jeremy.
Is Viper going to run through and hero this? King can win this.
King needs to be able to swing in as these trades happen. He's stuck in main right now,
wow,
but
Sylvan can
he
win
says,
this.
I don't need the help. I'll break open the site myself. Now Dubstep on the lurk. How much do they know about
Jaws,
this?
what's up?
They have
What's up?
zero
Thank you for the
reason
bits.
to suspect this other than timing in the round. They just have not seen Dubstep.
Do they expect that he can be here this
possibility?
fast? Not at the moment.
Will come in,
Seekers.
and now they know.
Oh my god.
He's going to wrap to the side. He checks pillar. Over on the flank, he doesn't see the sky just yet.
Dubstep, this is so much that he has to fight. So many angles to check. But they are in positions where he can isolate them into 1v1s, and he's not able to win
Wow,
the first
Silverman,
one.
that's an insane
That's
round.
be the 13th win now.
Gets the 2
Question is,
important
can
kills,
Team Secret run it
then gets
back?
the plant, and then the flanks
Genji
coming,
go up to
potentially
14.
about to get multiple of them. And he pops
At
Seekers
this
because he managed to get the
point,
plant
Aces,
and the
no
2
matter which
kills.
team loses, I think
What
my
an
heart would
what
break
an
for them,
insane
but that's
round for
just the
him.
reality of the
Also
lower
in
bracket,
11-11,
right?
he was the one that got
You
the
have
2
to
kills
fight
over
for your
towards A,
lives, and
right?
Team Secret, they've done so,
What a
so
time
well,
to show
in
up
fact,
for him.
that
He was
we were
having relative.
unanimously
Honestly, he
agreed in
was
our
having a
predictions.
relatively quiet game.
That's
He
just how much
stacked up a
promise
lot
they showed in
recently.
the last 2
17
weeks.
assists as well.
And yet, will they falter here?
Okay,
in the
another chance
most
for Genji.
important moment in overtime on map 3 in the lower bracket?
They go A early and there's 3 people here.
Right.
The nade's
Team Secret
huge.
needs to get the spike in there.
Dubstep is just
Dubstep
isolated
flashed.
on his own.
Yeah, but he wasn't able to get in, and GENG is able to
Yeah,
counter push out
they
on
had
that
3
timing.
people here with the shutdown.
The entire idea of the double duel is to take control of ramps early, and they simply cannot.
Damn.
All
Oh,
down
this
to
is gonna
Jesse.
be it.
Bass.
That
And
is
Genji.
It
Genji
is a
take it, Team
Genji
Secret. What a
victory,
devastating way for them to
2-1
go
in
out.
overtime. They will go to the next phase of the bracket, and Team
So
Secret
Genji play the
has
winner
been
of whoever
eliminated from
wins the next
VCT
game.
Pacific.
Dreams are still alive. And that's the first time they've won in
Unbelievable.
6 games.
Back and forth, an
I
emotional
think.
moment. Genji, who seemed to, for week after week after week, after looking so strong, was beginning to fall apart.
Oh, man.
Was starting to lose to everybody.
They had such a lead.
But they came back
They
here
had
and they
such a
get to
lead.
live for at least one more day.
Was it 11? Was it 11-5
Man,
or
I mean, what a
11-6?
run from both teams, but
was
Genji,
11-6,
what
right?
a miraculous turnaround.
damn?
I mean, this
That's